Afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We'll see the 50-60s team and the 2010s team. So the 50-60s team will get the first possession. Now the starting group for the visitors. Baylor is out there with Russell. Then there's West. Then there's Robertson. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Stolen by Durant. Goes up. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Robertson against Curry. Robertson passes to Chamberlain. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here is Chamberlain. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size, just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
Harden inside the three-point line, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Baylor. Misses the 3. Pass to LeBron. Three-pointer. Chamberlain with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
From deep. Up again. And it's Durant with the rebound. And here's Harden for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
He was all alone on that one.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Curry. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Passes it to West. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 5.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
And the basket by Harden.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Robertson kicks to Russell. Pass to Baylor. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. Makes it off the glass. Chamberlain got his second basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Curry outside. Count the basket.
And I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Robertson with it. Goes up from the top of the key. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? He got it in.
How about that? Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And that does it for the first quarter. The 2010s team out in front. They lead by 6. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 2010s team.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. It sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
We've got Paul. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anthony. And there's Davis. And it's Wade in at the 2 spot. And for the 50-60s team, Lucas is out there with Jones. And it's Mike in at the 5 spot. And for the 2010s team, D-Wade out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Davis in at the center position. Here's Guerin. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the 2010s team. The putback stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Here's the 50s-60s team. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Count that one. Mikan's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the 50s-60s team. Paul for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Paul's got the lead up to 7 now for the 2010s team. Kuzi passes to Mikan. Jones against Leonard. Here's Guerin. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Jones. From downtown. And he's good on the 3 ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A timeout called here. The first for the 2010s team. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's the 2010s team with it. They lead by 4. From deep, LeBron gets the 3-pointer to fall. LeBron's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
A nice shot by Reed. Reed against Howard. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And, you know, once Howard puts it on the floor, pretty much got to get out of his way. I mean, there's no chance you're going to stop it.
Wilkins against Rose. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shoots from 12. No good from West. Harden outside. Launches it. Howard kicks to Harden. Over Reed. And that one goes long.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And here's West for 3. That shot off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The 2010s team lead. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for the 50s-60s team, we've got Chamberlain. Russell is out there with Baylor. Then there's West, and it's Robertson in at the point guard position. And that one's good by Baylor.
And guys, there are 2 types of stars. I mean, the guy who makes himself look better, and then there's the guy who makes his teammates look better. Russell is clearly the latter.
And stolen by Russell. And they're running for the tie. And it's sent back by KD.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Russell. And the rejection by James.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, excellent shot.
And KD is right there.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Baylor got a piece of it. Howard with the steal. LeBron passes to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to James. And now an 8-point 2010s team lead. Curry's gone 2 of 4 from the field. He lobs it up, and Baylor throws it down.
Well, you know, Kevin, because the defense pays so much attention to West, his teammates can find a lot of open spaces.
Now a timeout called by the 2010s team. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. KD finds Leonard, and here's Westbrook. And the three ball is good. Westbrook's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Puts it up. That shot no good. And the 50-60s team the other way now. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Here's the 50s-60s team. They trail by 7. Here's Jones. Chamberlain controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Chamberlain got 6.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And Jones slams it in.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The 2010s team out in front. They lead by 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here's Jones. They've got Dwayne Wade. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anthony. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Robertson kicks to Wilkins. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Howard's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Inside. And with that, the 2010s team lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Wilkins. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. From deep, Robertson, good on the three-point shot.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
It's stolen by Wade. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Wade finds Anthony. And here's Giannis from outside. That shot no good. And the 50-60s team the other way now. Here's Jones. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Wilkins passes to Robertson. Chamberlain. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Dwight Howard.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the 50-60s team was trying to get across. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Yes! Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
.59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry against West. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Free throw, no good for Russell.
You know, individually, Russell affects the game in so many ways, but as a teammate, I just think he elevates everybody else's play, makes them better.
To the inside, here's Baylor. A putback, and it's Russell with that extra effort.
And Kevin, this is always the mindset of Bill Russell. When the game starts to tighten up, his focus amps up.
Harden can't hit. And it's the 50-60s team with the ball. It's a one-point game, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes, elevating his aggressiveness and level of play in moments like this. LeBron, as clutch as they come.
Timeout called the 50s-60s team. They're behind by 1. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Robertson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. It's the first that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Now a timeout called by the 2010s team. They're trailing by 1. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden surveying the D. It's in!
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
West against Harden. Now West. Over to the wing. Here's Robertson. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So the 2010s team wins it. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.